Hi kids, let's read Disney Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Look before you leap. Mickey and Goofy were enjoying a quiet game of chess. Just as Mickey was about to make a move, something soared through the window and landed right in the middle of the chessboard. What was that? Mickey asked. The two friends looked carefully at something that looked right back at them. It was green. It had webbed feet. It said, "Ribbit, ribbit." It was a frog, a very jumpy frog. Goofy tried to grab it. Plop! The frog leaped out of Goofy's hands and right onto the silly switch. The room began to spin around. Mickey tried to grab the frog, but it leaped right toward the kitchen sink. Kerplunk! You really should look before you leap, Mickey said to the frog. What are we going to do about this big puddle? Goofy asked. Oh, Toodles! Mickey called. We need some mouse-ka-tools right now. The mop is the right tool for this job, said Mickey. Thanks, Toodles. All of Mickey's hard work made Goofy hungry. He decided to make lunch. Just then, the frog took a giant leap right toward Goofy's sandwich. Squish! Stop! Mickey cried as Goofy was about to take a bite. You really should look before you leap, Goofy said to the frog, and I should look before I bite. Goofy carried the frog outside. Hold on tight, Mickey said. He's pretty slippery. I have him. I have him. Oops, I don't have him. Goofy yelped as the frog leaped right toward Daisy's painting. Splat! You should look before you leap, Daisy said as the paint splattered all around. Now my painting and my clothes are a mess. Hey there, little friend, Mickey said to the frog. Slow down. But it was too late. The frog leaped out from behind Daisy's painting and headed straight toward Mickey's bicycle. Boing! He zoomed down the road, holding tightly to the handlebars. He was headed straight for a cliff. Oh no! Goofy shouted. Oh, Toodles! Yelled Mickey. We need you. The lasso is the right tool for this job, said Mickey. Thanks, Toodles. Mickey and Goofy carefully pulled the bicycle back from the edge of the cliff. I think we should help our friend the frog find a nice, safe pond, Mickey said. Then he can leap without causing any trouble. The frog jumped up and down in agreement. Then he hopped away down the road with Mickey and Goofy following fast behind him. The frog stopped hopping right in front of the pizzeria. Slowly, Mickey and Goofy crept up behind him. We've got to get him before he leaps, Mickey whispered. But it was too late. Just as Mickey reached for him, the frog leaped right onto a pizza pie. Slosh! You should look before you leap, shouted the man behind the counter as tomato sauce dripped off the pizza. The frog stopped for a moment to lick himself off. Then he hopped down Main Street, headed right toward Minnie and Pluto. Maybe Minnie and Pluto can help us catch our frog friend and bring him to a nice pond, Mickey shouted. But the frog had other ideas. He took a great big leap and landed right inside the goldfish bowl. Splash! The big wave made the goldfish fly right out. Minnie gently put the goldfish back into its bowl. I don't know if we'll ever find a pond for Froggy. We need some help, Goofy sighed. Oh, Toodles, Mickey called. The net is the right tool for this job, said Mickey. At last, they held the frog safely in the net. He seemed sad, Goofy said. I think you're right, Goofy, Mickey agreed. Then he looked up ahead and saw something that made him and the frog smile. I think we found just the right place for you, Froggy, Mickey said. The friends walked quietly down the street toward the fountain. Carefully, Mickey placed the net on the ground and began to lift the frog out. But the frog was impatient. Out he hopped, headed straight for the fountain. He landed with a swoosh, right next to another frog. Ribbit, ribbit, he said. Ribbit, ribbit, she replied. Maybe we didn't find a pond, said Mickey, but we did find a good place for him to splash and leap. We found the frog a friend too, noticed Minnie, and they look very happy to see each other. I think Minnie's goldfish is happy too, said Goofy. Later, while Donald, Minnie, and Daisy made dinner, Mickey and Goofy got back to their game of chess. Come on, Mickey, Goofy said. You haven't made a move in a long time. I know, replied Mickey. I just want to make sure I look carefully before I leap. The end. Thanks for reading with me. Please click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't miss our next story, Donald's favorite season. Bye-bye. Hi kids, let's read Disney Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Donald's favorite season. Hiya, Donald, Mickey said to his pal. Gee, what's the matter? Donald sighed. Summer and fall are over. There's nothing fun to do anymore. What do you mean? Asked Mickey. Remember in the summer when we went up in the glove balloon? Asked Donald. Oh, that was fun, Mickey agreed. We could see for miles. And remember when we went camping and hiking and fishing? Asked Donald. You betcha, said Mickey. I love summer. We did lots of fun things in the fall too, Donald said. We planted vegetables and took long bicycle rides. That's right, said Mickey. I remember we had fun jumping in the leaves too. That was Pluto's favorite. Donald shook his head sadly. But now, that's all over. Winter is here, and it's too cold to do any of that stuff anymore. Summer and fall are great seasons, but there are some things you can only do in the wintertime, Mickey said. Grab your hat, and I'll show you. Mickey led Donald outside to the tune plane. I think we're going to need some mouse-tools to help us. Oh, Toodles! Toodles arrived with the mouse-tools, a pair of goggles, a cup, and a pillow. Which mouse-tool will be helpful in the tune plane? Asked Mickey. The goggles, replied Donald. Right, said Mickey. We've got ears. Say cheers. Donald put on the goggles to protect his eyes, and then he and Mickey climbed inside the tune plane. Where are we going? Donald asked. Mickey smiled. I want to show you how beautiful things look when they are covered in snow. Donald waved goodbye to their friends as the plane took to the sky. They soared up and over the snow-capped mountains and the snow-covered trees. Oh boy, exclaimed Donald. You were right. Everything looks great from up here. But before long, Donald began to shiver. It's really cold up here. Mickey shivered too. It sure is, and it looks like we're running low on gas. Uh-oh, said Donald. I think we have just enough to make it back to the clubhouse, Mickey said. Hold on. Said Donald, as Mickey zoomed the plane toward home. Mickey and Donald made it back to the clubhouse before they ran out of gas. I'm sorry it was so cold up there, Mickey told his friend. I wonder what we can do to warm up. Let's call Toodles, suggested Donald. Great idea, said Mickey. Toodles rolled over the snow and showed the remaining mouse-tools, a cup and a pillow. Do you think it's the cup? Asked Donald. I'll bet a cup of hot chocolate would warm you right up, said Daisy, who was listening nearby. We've got ears. Say cheers, said Mickey. I love hot chocolate. It's a great treat during the cold wintertime. Thank you, Daisy. You're welcome, Daisy said. And here's some for you too, Donald. Donald took a sip of the warm liquid. It tasted good, but he still wasn't convinced that winter could be fun. I just don't think I'm made for this winter weather, he said. The next morning, there were a few snowflakes coming down, but the friends decided it would be fun to go skating at Star Lake. I've never ice skated before, Donald said nervously. Don't worry, said Minnie. You'll be great. However, when Donald got out on the ice, he slipped and slid and spun all over the place. Whoa, 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 he cried. Uh-oh, exclaimed Goofy. I think it's time for the last mouse-tool, and fast. Goofy took a pillow and quickly placed it beneath Donald, just in time. Donald fell on it, instead of on his bottom. Wah! Donald cried. Golly, that was a close call, said Goofy. Donald and his friends spent the rest of the morning skating. By the afternoon, Donald was actually pretty good. Best of all, he was having fun. As the friends left Star Lake, Donald wondered, what else can we do in the winter? We can build a snowman. We can go snowshoeing. We can go skiing, began Daisy. Let's do them all, Donald exclaimed. Mickey gave him a thumbs up. Hot dog, let's go. With all the cool things to do, winter went by quickly. Before long, it was spring. Mickey noticed his friend was upset. What's wrong, Donald? I'm sad that winter is over, explained Donald. It was so much fun. The end. Thanks for reading with me. Please click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't miss our next story, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, The Rainbow Picnic. Bye-bye.